Are you ready for my conspiracy? Here's my conspiracy.
Sure.
I don't think they want me to do this.
And I'm like, excuse me? We have to do what? Like, for why?
Houston,
Okay.
as you know, my sidewalk, currently there's no snow on it. But
Yeah.
earlier there was snow on it, it wasn't plowed. This is a frustration. This is a frustration of mine, and I wanted to fix the frustration.
Right.
What I did is I went to the Pittsburgh Legislative Information Center, and I tried to figure out how I could go about figuring this out. How I could go about who's in charge of this, right?
No.
How do I fix it? Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. So let's
Governments.
start off by unpacking their website. This should not be what the Pittsburgh website looks like
No.
in 2021. It shouldn't look like that.
I mean, high key, it looks better than I expected.
I want it to look not like this. Pittsburgh is the home of Carnegie Mellon. There are a lot of, it's also the home of the University of Pittsburgh and Duquesne. It's a number of universities. There are a lot of young people who know how to make a website. Am I one of them? No. But do they exist? Yes.
Yeah.
So get one of them to intern at the city for a summer and make the website not be shit. Right? That seems doable. That seems
I
like
feel like every city in every state
has a shitty website.
Yeah.
They all have shitty websites, and there's no reason that this needs to be the website. When you search for something, you have to search through the legislation, and you have to search snow. You click enter. It takes forever to load. It shows you every single place in every single law that snow was discussed. But it's not just the laws. No. It's also the transcripts from regular meetings. It's the transcripts from SCMs. It's the transcripts from all of these different things that are brought up in no particular order other than the date that these things took place. Okay, so that is problematic. Finally, after a while, I was in fact able to find the particular thing that I was looking for, which is this: the communication for City Councilor Michael Lamb submitting a performance audit of the Department of Public Works snow and ice control and street pothole maintenance programs dated June 2020. I found it. Then I went over here. I opened this thing. This thing is how many pages? 53 pages, right? Okay. This is a lot of pages, right? And then this is the meeting agenda. This is different, right? This is an additional 12 pages on all of the stuff that went on in the latest meeting on it. I had to pull up all of these. I had to go through this in order to find out just basic information on the snowplows. Okay. So this is the division of the snowplows. Turns out that there is a huge increase. There was a huge increase in terms of the cost of our snowplows because we changed the provider of our snowplows. And this was a giant increase. It went from, I believe it was like $130,000 a year to like $250,000 a year. And this is a distinction that they don't explain at all. And it's just so frustrating that they don't explain these things. And I find that this is like, okay, here's my conspiratorial nature. Are you ready for my conspiracy? Here's my conspiracy. Sure. I don't think they want me to do this.
What?
I don't think they want me to go back and find out this information right here.
You think that's a conspiracy theory?
I think that this right here, the fact that the Allied Communications from 2011 to 2016 rather to 2019 cost $275,632. Compare that. I don't think they want me to compare that to this new information that this new company got paid since 2019. As of January 2020, the amount paid was $1.4 million. Let's zoom in on that. $1.4 million, right? And was not allowed to exceed 1.7, but it's already gotten to 1.4, right? In just 2 years. I don't think they want me to know that.
No. I mean, I don't think they want you to know any of this.
Okay. Why? Why don't they want me to know that?
Because it's government business.
Okay,
and
but like,
they don't want the people to be involved.
I'm part of the government. I'm a citizen.
You are.
I live in Pittsburgh.
They don't want you to be.
I vote in Pittsburgh. Why?
Yeah.
When there's an increase from $275,000 to $1.4 million, that is a sizable increase.
Yeah, it is.
And it's not explained other than that there's now a GPS tracking component of this stuff from Quetica compared to Allied Communications. Now, I was here in 2019, and I don't recall a dramatic distinction between the quality of the plowing in 2019 and 2020. I don't recall that. Maybe there was a dramatic distinction, but I don't recall it, and I wish that they would go into a little bit of an explanation as to why.
It's not in the meeting notes?
So that's why I went to the meeting notes, right?
Well, they have to budget all this stuff, don't they?
They have to budget all of these things, yes. But
don't they explain the increase?
They attempt, yeah. So the answer is that they have their budget thing, but I wasn't able to. I mean, I've only been able to devote like 45, 50 minutes to this so far. I will be devoting more to it, but like I just find that if I am willing to devote 50 minutes to figuring out like how much we're paying for snowplows in my city, and how much and why there's a distinction that's increased literally more than threefold, like. I should be able to just like snappity snap, just get the answer to that. That shouldn't be that complicated, right?
I mean, you could probably call up a representative.
So that's my plan. I'm going to call up my representative, right? But like that's a lot to expect the average citizen to do all of that. Like, I genuinely,
it's ridiculous.
Like, this is a conspiracy. I'll admit it's a conspiracy.
But I mean, I don't
think they want me to know.
No, but that's how it is for anything. Like, I literally last month, well, not like last month, like a few weeks ago, I'm working on a film with a friend, and we wanted to film in the city of Scarsdale. Mm-hmm. And so you have to get permits because our short film involved gunplay.
Sure.
And so we were like, okay, to be safe, we should get like permits. And so we contacted the Scarsdale City Hall, and they back to us for 3 weeks. And then the week we were going to shoot, they were like, hey, so you need all of this bullshit before you can film in Scarsdale. Like you need not health insurance. You need some kind of insurance, or to like you need to pay us money in case something goes wrong. You have to get permission from all of the locations you're filming at. You have to have a police officer on the scene for however long you're planning to shoot, but we can only give and you have to pay for this police officer to be there, which is also ridiculous. Like, what the fuck?
You already pay for them to be there.
We're paying. Yeah, you're paying.
That's what taxes
are. Money. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're paying your salary for us to be there, for us to use you for the stuff that we need. So like, why? What? And they were like, yeah, we're not even going to offer it. We talked to the head of, but then somehow the head of the police department in Scarsdale has time to meet with us and talk to us about our film.
But there's not enough time for someone to be there,
right,
and not get paid. But they can have
for
a
more
meeting
than an hour
and not get paid.
Yeah.
And one of those is the head of the police department.
Yeah,
and another is just some random dude. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and so they were like, we're not even going to offer you this option because we know you can't pay for it because you're college students, which means it's like ridiculously expensive, which is also ridiculous. And then we were like, okay, we weren't able to get the permit signed from like the last person because it's a corporation and it was like too high up. We didn't have time to get their permission. And And then they were like, okay, so you might be able to use this other parking lot, but then you have to go to every single household around the parking lot and get them to sign a permission slip saying it's okay to shoot in the parking lot. And I'm like, excuse me? We have to do what? Like, why? And it was ridiculous. And then they were like, we're only gonna have an officer available. You can only have them for an hour, and you can only have them on Saturday because we don't have extra. I guess they're too busy, like stopping whatever.
For those who don't know Scarsdale, I will explain Scarsdale. They have more than an hour for their police department. Their police department is not. This is not. They're not doing drug busts every day. Okay,
no,
they got time.
No, Scarsdale, for context, is like the richest city in Westchester.
Yeah,
which is like the richest
for context,
county.
Westchester is not poor. There's no bad side of Westchester. Okay, Westchester's doing fine.
Even like the poor people are rich compared to like,
the poor people of Westchester.
Yeah,
they've got their Louis Vuitton. Yeah,
compared to like it's ridiculous. But yeah, like, but that's just like every interaction with like local government specifically, but I feel like government as a whole, it's just like you just have to jump through all these hoops,
right?
To get the information you want,
which I think is just like a fundamentally problem. Like, okay, when I'm trying to buy these crackers, they have this beautiful, I'm going to block my face for a second. They have this beautiful little thing that says Giant Eagle. This is a store brand, right? This is not even like high quality crackers. And they say that there's assorted, and they have these beautiful little pictures of all of these nice little crackers and all this little, these delicious little things you can put on your crackers, right? On the back, it shows you all of this different information about the crackers, easily available, right? All of the health insurance, all the blah, 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 not in health insurance, whatever you want to call it.
Nutrition labels.
Nutrition labels. They have a specific, like, here's the pepper popper. Here's the one that's here's the one that's the wheat and the original. It explains all of this detail. And all of it is assembled in a beautiful way to make it easy for you to do it, because they want you to get involved with these crackers. They want you to love these crackers. They want you to experience these crackers. By contrast, can I pull it up? Yes. This, no, I can't show this on screen because there might be some information that I don't want to show. But like, I was about to show you on screen my bill for Xfinity. My bills for Xfinity, they do not want that. Oh my God, someone's being super loud outside of it, playing lots of loud music, and it's making me extraordinarily uncomfortable. I don't like it. It's very frazzly. It's a car. It's a car. Spoiler alert, it's a car, because of course it's a car. Okay. Regardless of the fucking car distracting me, I hate cars. Absolutely. Unless they're one of the good ones. We have a whole episode on that. But like this Xfinity bill, they're not trying to get me to look at this Xfinity bill with any degree of detail. They want it to be complicated so that I don't ask them questions. Right?
Yeah.
Government needs to be more like the crackers. I need this to be my government, not the bill. Okay? That's what I need from my government.
So what you're saying is that the government needs to be sexy.
The government needs to get sexy.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we get there, right? Because like campaigns are sometimes sexy.
Yeah.
Right? They try to make their campaigns sexy, but how do I make the use of government? How do I make it so that when I'm trying to read about the plowing program, I can just do that? Because other countries do, right? Let's just look at the New Water program, Singapore. Other countries, water is not a fundamentally sexy thing. But Singapore has decided to make water sexy. So if we look at their website, here is their website. They have, all of it is very easily shown. They have all of this explanation. They have beautiful little graphs, all of that. And then they have they have like a, they have a literal mascot. Give me a second. Their mascot is adorable. Okay, if you're making this your mascot, It's because you love us. Okay? The Adventures of Water Wally. Okay? This is adorable. If you want people to care about water, you got to make Water Wally. You got it. Yeah. You have a moral obligation to make a Water Wally.
And they did.
And they did.
They rose to the call.
Now they're doing that for national security reasons. Water Wally is in fact a national security icon. That is what Water Wally is, because they used to be very, very dependent on Indonesia for water access. Now they're much less because of Water Wally. Right? Water Wally is there's a serious function of Water Wally. This is not a joke. Okay, Water Wally has a very serious job to do in the context of Singaporean society. He's a very serious about his job, Water Wally, but he's also fun. Okay, why can't we make the snowplows of America like Water Wally?
Because we don't. Okay, it's funny. On another podcast I work for, whenever we talk about the names of anything in this country, one of the hosts is like, yeah, because America, we don't pay the artists enough.
We do not
we don't respect the artists. I feel like this is a
that's interesting, actually.
Yeah, we don't have the creative people. The creative people are not behind America. We have like the not lazy, but like the money hungry business executives, and we have the politicians who are power hungry running this country. And no one creative comes up with anything important.
That's quite interesting. Okay. So then here's the question. Then. How do we get it so that we start using the artists again?
I feel like we just have to do it, you know? Like, it's not a hard thing to do. Like, hey, we need this website to be pretty.
But like, I feel like it is intentional.
Here's some money.
Like, you don't get...
Oh yeah, no, but yeah, this is
the logo of Pittsburgh. Okay. You don't make this your logo if your goal is to make people interested.
Right.
It was a conscious decision to make that your logo. You didn't have to.
Yeah, but I feel like it's also based off of like, it reminds me of a European seal, like a royal kind of, maybe like family seal or like something like that.
I guess so. Yeah.
But like a lot of America is inspired by that kind of thing. Like I know the New York.
That's actually an interesting point. Specifically, older people are inspired by that. That's interesting. Right. Because older people are the ones who are going to read this. Because young people like me, we're much too hip and cool to be involved in local government, even though it's the thing that has the largest effect in terms of financial policy on your day-to-day lives. But like, we're too stupid to realize that, and so only old people go to these conferences. Only old people are going to be reading through this stuff, and so therefore,
only old people have the time to do it. Like,
are you suggesting that I don't have time to go through all of this? To clarify, like. Okay.
No.
I'm making this sound much harder. I definitely do have time for this. Okay. Admittedly, there was an essay that I forgot I had to write, and I did end up writing it like an hour and a half before it was due. But I think I probably got a B, so I think it's fine. But anyway, the point is that like I look at this, and I look at the audience that is being represented here. The audience that's being represented here is old people. And that's the audience that should be represented based on the fact that those are the people who are voting based on what they see here.
Yeah.
So at some level, the fact that New Water looks like this, and the fact that our fiscal policy around our snowplows in Pittsburgh looks like this, that's probably because Singapore, the people who are caring about their water, include young people who want to see. Oh my God, that's so fucking adorable! Holy shit,
that is really cute.
That's really fucking cute.
Aww.
But like, this isn't cute. This is not cute at all. No. And the reason it's not cute is because it's not meant to be cute, because it's not for me. It's not for you. It's not for people who want cute stuff. It's for this angry, mean, old, her name is probably Betsy or Cheryl, you know? That's
but it's also not for anyone. Like, But I feel like even they aren't supposed
Even
to
Betsy and
read.
Cheryl aren't supposed to read this, but they do
No.
read this. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we just government. They don't want people to be involved in it.
Government totally sucks, you motherfucker. The government totally sucks.
Yeah.
Dash tenacious D.
Yeah, we should reform. We should
reform.
should have a revolution. No,
Oh
fuck the reform. Let's have a revolution.
I hate the communists. They're so bad. I should clarify again. Only the authoritarian communists. I had a wonderful conversation post that whole thing, that whole fiasco, with communist Buddha, who's a Twitch streamer, and I like him actually. He's a fun dude. But like we've spoken a couple times on his show, and oh my god, I hate that.
You're not about the revolution?
I hate the revolution. What the frick does that mean? All right. Anyway.
But yeah, I feel like we can get. Can we get people to care about the government? Can we do that? Can we? Because I feel like the issue here isn't that that's the way that that's presented. The issue is that no one cares that that's the way that, besides you. And so like
the reason no one cares is because no one cares about the snowplows, because no one is invested in the hyper localized problems that we're engaging in on a day-to-day basis. But like, it really is true that there really are. I mean, like specifically the policy that I'm trying to eventually get in front of the mayor's office is I want to have the direct space from Giant Eagle, which is my local supermarket, to the closest bus stations, right, in each direction, and I want the same for all of the other food suppliers, largest food suppliers. I want those spaces to be prioritized over other streets and over other sidewalks across the city. That seems like a reasonable thing, and it seems also to be an achievable thing. But it's not something that I even know really who I'm supposed to talk to about it, because this whole 53-page thing that I'm looking at, right? This is all being done by the city controller, but I don't know if the city controller is actually one who has jurisdiction over this, or if he's solely the one who's supposed to be responsible for acting it out. And like all of this is just like so much complicated stuff that like it should be made easier.
Yeah, no, it should.
It should. All right.
Yeah.
We adore all of you. Thank you for sticking with it, despite the fact that we got hyper specific about like my anger at my sidewalks. But I love all of you. My sidewalks currently are clean. There's no snow on my sidewalks. Nice. But there was a time not that long ago that my sidewalks were not ideal. But now they are. I'm looking at my sidewalk. What a beautiful sidewalk. I'm looking at the street. What an ugly street. Fuck cars. All right. And with that, goodbye.
Goodbye.